Until about 200 years ago, the clothes worn by most people came from animal fibres. Today, only a tiny amount of clothing is sourced from wool. But that could be about to change. Near the Australian city of Geelong is the ARC Research Hub for Future Fibres, where researchers from the Deakin Institute for Frontier Materials have helped bring a new wool product to the market.
1% of our world textiles is wool. 25% of our world textiles is cotton. So if we're able to spin wool with cotton, we've just made our capabilities in processing wool 25 times larger.
With their industry partner, Michel Wool, the team are helping to commercialise a new product called Equals. Wool that can easily be blended with almost any other fibre and used on mass production machinery.
The short staple cotton spinners, which is the most available spinning system in the world and actually the most efficient spinning system in the world, can essentially take our wool fibre and blend that and then follow their traditional systems and processes.
The innovation, which utilises existing equipment and lower grade wool that might normally be discarded, has rekindled interest from dozens of the world's leading fashion brands.
Those brands have usually walked away from wool, so they're really pleasantly surprised when we start to talk to them about this being so accessible around their price points.
Also, why would you do it? The wool has beautiful feel and handle. It is warmer product. It is a stretchier product. It actually has natural stretch that cotton doesn't have.
Equals is also a natural fit with the sustainability criteria increasingly being adopted by major fashion brands.
So here we've got a totally natural product that will actually break down in landfill.
Reducing the environmental footprint of all fabrics and textiles is a key priority at the Future Fibres Hub. With 70% of textile fibres still sourced from oil, the key is to find natural alternatives. Dr. Lucas Rosson is exploring another pathway that uses food waste to grow fibres using microbes.
You obtain a cellulose source, you dissolve it in some chemicals to form a liquid, and then you extrude that liquid into a water bath or a liquid bath, and that's where it forms the fibres.
Replacing all oil-based textiles will take decades. So in the interim, the Future Fibres Hub is working to understand and reduce the environmental impact of artificial fibres.
So a large portion of microplastics are coming from textiles. Our clothing is shedding all of the time.
Every week, we eat 5 grams of the microplastic. That's about a credit card size. So that's pretty much. So if you eat it, actually it's already found in our kidney, lung, blood, or even our brain.
The other main time that we lose a lot of textile fibres is during the laundering process, and they will go down the drain and end up in sewage treatment systems and then eventually into waterways.
Researcher Yi Zhang is working with the hospitality industry to reduce the amount of microplastics shed during the laundering of hotel linen and towels.
We can try to reduce it by controlling the washing parameters or the fabric structures or we also need to consider about the durabilities of the fabric.
Deakin's Future Fibres Hub uses an end-to-end approach with commercial partners called Lab to Label. It gives companies the ability to move from the research stage to full commercialisation in the one location.
We would have 2 to 3 companies a week coming through the Future Fibre facility, taking a tour and talking to us about what we do here. Because what we do is quite unique. We have a unique facility. It's very unusual for you to get every step of the processing chain under the one roof.
The edge is having the ability to not only sort of hypothesize about something and do a little lab scale experiment that sort of verifies it, we can take that up to the fabric scale and say, look what we can do. We've proven that you can make it into a fabric or that it performs this way as a fabric. And then we can pass that on to manufacturers that might want to utilise it.